Hi, are you lonely?
Kind of. I feel like that's more of a COVID thing though than like any sort of, I don't think a lot of people my age are used to being like they lost of social experience from COVID, so I don't know. Maybe I'm still in that boat, but I don't know. I don't feel lonely. Like I still talk to people, like online. I have friends, so it's not like I'm like alone. But I guess socially a bit lonely.
Oh, okay. So I kind of feel right now there's a loneliness in the young male community. Do you agree? Because I think maybe female, we are easier to communicate our loneliness to others. Male, generally harder for them to communicate with others about their loneliness. Do you agree?
Sort of. I feel like males do have like at least like an older generational sister like less emotional. Like you can't really you have to be stoic. You can't old views of masculinity don't really revolve around like being emotional or like expressing yourself. And I feel like there's a hard time, but I feel like if it's like really young people, I feel like a lot of people just don't really express themselves in good ways. Like a lot of the Andrew Tate people who follow him, I think it's all self-inflicted. Like you see someone say stuff like that, especially when like I saw people like this guy who went to a college like posted stuff online about like your body my choice when like Trump was elected. Like I feel like that's more of a self-inflicted loneliness stuff. Like if you're making weird statements and you're not acting right, then I feel like that's on you. But I feel like there's also a lot of people who genuinely don't know how to socialize or be normal. So I don't know. It's like 50-50. Some of it's like self-inflicted. Like if you're being, weird and obnoxious, then I think that's self-inflicted. But like there's also a lot of people who are like stuck in that mindset of like I can't be emotional. I can't be, I have to be traditional masculinity type thing.
Okay, so do you have any suggestion for my audience? Like, if they feel lonely, what they can do?
Honestly, just go out and talk to people. Like, I think most people won't bite. Like, I feel like, as long as you're like chill about it and like cool, like I think genuinely most people will be fine talking to you. Like, don't overthink it. Like, there's plenty of social activities around New York where you can go to a bar or like, you spend all day indoors. Obviously, you're not gonna meet anyone, but like, just go out and try something. Like, I'm out here. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just mostly do it because I like walking. I like being by myself sometimes, like to think. But like, like instead of being by yourself at home, like go out to a bar and like maybe you'll meet some people. Or like instead of like writing your report in your room, go outside. Maybe start writing somewhere else, and maybe someone will pick up on that. Or like at a cafe, like just like go out and try stuff. Like if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I don't think anyone's really personally out to like neglect you. I think just go out and be yourself.
Yeah. So, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Oh, you're from New York. Okay. So, do you feel like New York compared to other city, in a way, is lonelier because we are surrounded by a lot of people, but we don't necessarily have connections with others. Is it true? You think?
I do agree that I think it's like depending on the circumstances, because like. I didn't really have the typical, like, go to the public school that's closest to you and, like, everyone there that from your neighborhood type way. Like, I was definitely, I didn't go to, like, my local public school, so I was different. But I think, like, the suburbs, I don't know, it's weird because I see suburban people and, like, everyone feels like they know each other. In the building, it's kind of harder because eventually, like, I think, I don't know, like, it's harder to, like, because people will move. Like, I think there's like some connection, like the people in my building are close, but like I don't have a lot of connection with people my age there because like not everyone has kids or not everyone has people my age. Like the demographics are so different and skewed that it's like I don't know. I feel like it definitely is like if you're out in the suburbs, maybe you'll be able to find people, or like especially since like in New York, like you can't like you have to like walk everywhere, or like you have to take the subway. Like kids don't take the subway. I don't know. I think it's like, it depends. I don't know. Again, I feel like a lot of people who are more indoor kids now, I think that's what's keeping them from finding people. Like, I think also, like, a lot of people don't have, like, stuff outside school or sports teams where, like, because school, like, yeah, you have friends there, but that's, like, a regulated environment where someone who is older and in a position of power will tell everyone, hey, this is how you're supposed to act. There's no, like, self-regulating. Like, at the mall, like, there's, like, at malls and college, it's mostly, like, vibes. Like, the vibes of the event decide how you conduct yourself. And I don't think a lot of people have that experience nowadays. Especially, like when they're younger, since like you know, all the big social places are like, you know, there's no longer malls, like, you know, those are gone. Like, I don't know where young people are supposed to like congregate and be themselves.
But if you go to the park, like Central Park.
Yeah. But how many kids are doing that instead of like, you know, being online, or like a lot of kids
Yeah.
are like online these days, so
Yeah, I think. Do you think maybe based on what you said, the idea is go out and try, keep trying. You know.
yeah, like I feel like, you know, a lot of people, you know, should go out and try, like whatever, like whether it's like, you know, a sport, a band, like, or, you know, just being part of the community, like, you know, just try to find something and be social about it. Like,
I agree. Yeah. What's your name?
Jordan,
Jordan. Thank you so much for your time.
you're welcome.
Okay. Bye.
Hope that was useful.